before we had the fancy screens, we had these like essentially soft boxes where they were back projected, and it was a nightmare to put up. And so my job was to work that. And I was brought in when I was like 15. And so I saw mentorship through that. People believed in what I could do. Camp meeting became a symbol for what we could do as a community. So this is my vacation, which is crazy to people, right? Like I take vacation to work here, and I get to learn from a bunch of people. Like I wish I had that every day. Outside of camp meeting, I'm an infant mental health specialist. I work with families who just had a baby or about to have a baby. I work in prevention in a mental health clinic. In both worlds, there's this responsibility, whether it's working with children and in the people's homes, or whether it's behind the camera and in the editing room and thinking about the words and the phrases and the music and the visuals. You cannot get a bigger message in the gospel. I feel the weight of that. We want you to see Jesus. We want you to see the mission. We want you to see the fruits. We want you to see everything else.
I went to college for electronic and telecommunications engineering. I didn't know how I was going to be able to preach to someone about Jesus with what I was doing. So I talked to my counselor at school, and he encouraged me to just keep going. So I did. I was on the technical side, the broadcasting and the live streaming for the church service on Sabbaths. It just opened my eyes to this. 2015, I started helping with cameras, and I was just so happy. When we got here about 9 years ago, and we started experiencing the Oregon conference and the camp meeting, it felt like home. That's why we come back. Camp meeting 2020, I was pregnant with twins. It was COVID year. There was no one here. Everything was set up at the convention center. And I was just happy to be here. I was this big, trying to get into the chair and move the controls, but it was fun. I loved it. There's so many creative ways to serve. Just think out of the box.
Something that I've found tremendous is that God brought us here together, not by accident. That part was intentional. So if God is intentional in bringing us here for a purpose and a mission, we should be too.